I sadly have to admit that this is now the second run, and the other one died at wave 30. It was a huge amount of fun, but my plan was every wave I buy one turret in the supermarket shop, and every 10 waves this upgrades by 1 the amount. Now the issue is, because the turrets cost so much, I pretty much couldn't get anything going, so instead we have the rainbow crate mod. So we still lose something, right? We lose what we usually get out of the crate, but every single time we will go for a normal turret. I think this will work a lot better, hopefully. And the problem is not even that I want to have something broken, but I literally died. So we will not make use of the supermarket, and instead we just do it this way. The thing is, if we don't do this, then we can't really make use of all of like the items that are in the game, and usually turrets are only insane when you get a very good weapon, and then you have the turrets with the giant's belt and the books to crit. But if you don't get economy because you keep buying turrets, and yes, they don't sound expensive, but 3 times 80, you know, just like on wave 16 or so, all of a sudden, all of your money's gone. Are all of these crates rainbow? If all of the crates are rainbow, this would actually be bad. Because that means my items are gone. Oh, I wouldn't like that. Please don't do that to me. Perfect. So we already have a huge amount of wrenches. Now, one thing I did forget that I want to do now is, I was asked, Dex, can you please play in another language for fun once? Now, the languages are limited, but let me take a look at my viewer stats. The most common one is United States. Okay, English, we don't change anything then. Germany, we could go for German for funsies, but I am German, so this doesn't make the most sense. United Kingdom is English, Canada is English. Poland? I have a lot of Polish viewers. I mean, let's do it. Losovo. Losovo. So yeah, this will be just for fun. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. This will be just for funsies, okay? And I will laugh about words and stuff just because it's funny. I'm not making fun of your language, okay? I think I've seen some of these videos where people go for other languages, and I always thought it's a lot of fun, especially when I see them in German and try to pronounce stuff and it's completely wrong. But this is what we'll do today while figuring out just how bad is it to have no limits on turrets. Now, needless to say, I am not a Polish speaker. I am actually quite surprised that Polish people are, like, have such a large majority on my channel. But first, let's do the... Am I stupid? Why doesn't this work? Oh no, I know why. It's a Vichichaka. Vichichka, isn't it? Vichichka. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, I dig that. Not bad. Now, needless to say, again, I don't know any Polish, okay? I'll probably mess up your language a lot. I'm sorry for that. I hope that's not something you're sensitive about. We have the klucz. Klutzi. How do you pronounce Polish, actually?
Klucz.
It's a klucz. I was right. Mostly right. So we are playing as the engineer, I would say. We get 10 max. We get 12.5 ingenieria and modificacja. That was sounded Italian, not Polish. Modificacja ingenieria za Zwitskone o 25%. That's I klucz budowle podjarza z kolo zjebi. Got that? The rest you can read on your own, okay? I'm not gonna baby you. Like, you need to figure that out on your own. If you can't read by now, not my problem. No, honestly, I'm a little bit surprised by the entire thing. Because, believe it or not, one of the most negative comments I've usually received were from Polish people, and I thought they just hate me because I'm German. So I'm surprised. You know, I was called the N-word a lot, not the N-word you would think about first, but the other one, history-based, and I'm like, dude, that was like 100 years ago. It's like, you know, it's good to keep something on your mind. That's important, right? We Germans do that all the time with history. Like, in our history classes, the Hitler period is one of the biggest things you deal with. It's like, I don't go around and call you something related to your history. That's a little bit weird to me. I don't know. I don't like that. But yeah, this always gave me the impression that Polish people just don't like Germans. So now I'm kind of surprised to see it's my 5th biggest group. Burn the enemy is kind of nice, but we are looking for well, we go for the clutch. Let's go for the clutch. Why doesn't it work? Oh, yeah, right. Let's roll. That's another clutch. Perfect. I love it. Ew, we have so many elites down there. I should have went for Hot Wave to farm. Yeah, we need money. If we don't get economy here, we are pretty much... What did we just do? Did we just Avanzi? That sounds Italian again. Namanzi! What did I just say? That sounded so stupid. Okay, I get it. No, I would also insult that if I would hear that. I totally get it. But yeah, it's all in good fun, okay? It's all in good fun. If this was my own language, I would also butcher it if I wouldn't know it. But the thing is, I know it, right? So I can't really butcher that. In good faith. Falau Kanjungja. Let's get you. Perfect. Max HP, always nice to have. I need economy, though. If we don't get economy, we fall behind so fast. This is not a turret. I don't count that. You don't belong to the club of... We got a... What is curse? We got a Klatva Klutsch. That sounds like an STD. Like seriously? Yeah, I met up with John last week, but now I have the Klatva. That's kind of really funny. Actually, now that I think about it, Klatva for curse, you know, STD cursed. It's like, that actually makes so much sense, right? It's a curse. It's a long-term curse. Well, depending on the STD, but yeah. But I hope we kind of just all have fun here, okay? It's just for good funs and loves and shits and giggles and stuff like that. But we are building up a turret army. Now, what does it mean with infinite turrets? There are two components that I'm not really concerned about, but a little bit. Let me explain. So, usually you can only have 100 turrets, right? And this means when you want to spawn more turrets, the old ones, I think, disappear, and then you get new ones. However, there's also another component to it, which is turrets want to have a minimum distance to each other, otherwise they just won't spawn. And I fear this might, like, cause issues here. I hope not, but it could be. But let's see when we get to that point if it works out or not. There is more in Zeneria. Perfect. Do we go for the Adrenalina? I think this would be good to get it out of the perfect. That is economy. It's not the best economy, but it's good economy. And economy is what we need. Turrets have many flaws. And one flaw, for example, is if we can't crit, then we can't trigger the hunting trophy if we get it. In general, it's just such a bad weapon to go on its own. Not for like a normal 20 wave run. But if you want to go into endless, it's really not good. Well, I guess I just have to hide my fortress of turrets, right? Do they look too close? They look closer than normal, right? They are usually not that close. These three here are perfect distance to each other, how it usually is. So I wonder if the mod removes this minimum distance, or if that minimum distance is also just a myth. Like, it tries to do that, but it's not forced to do it, you know? There could also be. Armor, we go... Well, that word I understand. That is a word that I'm very familiar with as a German. The Panzers. That means tanks in German. Okay, wait. Before that's misunderstood. In German, we literally have the word Panzer, okay? And the plural of a Panzer is... It's also just Panzer, right? Der Panzer, die Panzer. Yeah, it's also just Panzer. Okay, so that's why I'm familiar with it. For no other reason. Let's continue. Coupon, perfect. Yes, we will combine this very soon. This burn faster as enemies is actually quite nice, right? And we have our first purple clutch. 92 damage. Okay, you have Pierce. Good. Let's get another clutch in. Should I just get some harvesting? I feel like it would be good here to get a bunch of harvesting. But the idea is we'll go for a huge amount of luck. And then out of the crates, we just constantly get the turrets. And yes, this means if we get 27 turrets and we have the treasure map maxed out, we'll get 54 items. That means 54 turrets in one singular wave. If I remove the limit of the turrets, do you really think I want to keep this reasonable? No. If my memory serves me right, I actually never managed to crash Brotato except once. And there it crashed like every single wave when it started crashing. I'm super proud of that. I think this was from collecting fruits. And there would just be too much. No, it also happened in the middle of the wave. I remember that because it was so weird. Yeah, like, because the thing is, Brotato is insanely resilient. Like, it deals with crashes or with bad performance so well. And there was like nothing worked out. It just kept crashing beyond like wave 60. That is a good one to take away. I think I will do that. First, let's get you. Healing from the monkey is also nice, sure. But we need to get a lot of the uniques. What is a unique called? It's a just limit? Here. Unikalni. It's an Unikalni. Well, that sounds a little bit like in German because we say Unikat. Unikalni, Unikat, right? That's very close to each other. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Just like you're chilling here. You have nothing to do. Your turrets kill all of the enemy. We need to spawn turrets from trees with a ginormous amount of luck. Do you understand just how many turrets we'll spawn with that? Yes. Yes, please. And I'm getting so these rainbow crates, they should be normal crates if my memory serves me right. Like, you don't get more of them. They are literally just like if you would get a normal crate, which also means somehow I keep getting 4 of them, which is insane. That someone put the search name in there as a text and you actually have to delete it is so silly. Let's go for the crit. In case we get crit, let's go for luck. Let's get you. Let's get you. Yeah. That's engineering, nice. But I don't want to go too hard. Perfect, hello. I don't want to go too hard on engineering. You're perfect. The simple reason is if I do that too much and buy too many items, we don't have enough money to find the economy items in the game, and I can already tell you this is so much better. Like, when I had to buy the turrets per wave, now we would need to buy 2 of them, and I think right now I would lose like 80 or 90 money. And if you take a look at the money that we earn, we don't earn a lot. If you remove that much from it, we lose like 3 or 4 rerolls, which also means we lose the chance to see all of the mandatory items that give us economy or engineering or stuff. And it just turned very boring because my waves were just like, okay, we buy 3 turrets or 4 turrets, then I don't have any money left, so we just continue. Or I was able to buy 1 money, but I couldn't even buy red items. That's how bad it was, not even red items. Okay. I think the rainbow crates are guaranteed to be dropped out of trees. That is not a good thing. Oh, that's not how I expect. Why would you do that? Just give it the normal chances. Oh, do you understand just how many turrets we'll have and how fast? This is not good. Okay. Yeah, engineeria. Sorry. Engineer. I'm pretty sure it's called engineeria.
Ingegneria.
Engineeria. They're close enough. We take one good approach and it counts for the future, but now, big bomba. 148 damage. Okay, okay, that's what I wanted to see. Perfect, perfect, kind of nice. Funny, funny, I'll give you that. Nee, come. So, I've been searching for this for 30 waves, and then I got clobbered by the elite wave from 31 and died. This is what happened in the last run. I didn't get it. Now we just find it on shop. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, this actually works on our turrets, by the way. But the thing is, they need to be able to crit, otherwise we can't do it. Same thing for you. You don't do anything until we can crit. Hey, Mr. Boss, where are you? There you are. This time I will actually kill an elite. Yeah, the last time it was a lot harder because I couldn't build up engineering and get anything going pretty much. But this time, we are actually killing him. Easy. You drop a rainbow? No, don't do that. That's too much. No. My red item. I mean, I'm also not... You know what? I'll get 1 red item. No, but I can't do this fair. I can't choose a red... Well... There is 1 red item that I think everyone would consider as fair. Yes. This is fair. And for the rest, we'll just go for these. We don't even have that many turrets. What? Like, I thought we have a ginormous amount and this will ruin the entire video, but with this amount of turrets, honestly, that's totally fine. Like, if we get too many turrets, it's also boring, but if you think about it, 100 turrets, right? Are these a lot? Yeah, 100 turrets are a lot. But how much are they actually when you put them down? It's just a 10 by 10. That's actually not a lot. So, if we want to have 1000 turrets, this would be like a... It's somewhere between a 30 times 30 and a 40 times 40, but closer to 30 times 30. I'll just say it's like... Let's just go with 34 times 30, right? Or 33 times 31. Yeah, that's a good one. That's close enough. Which is, now we're getting to serious numbers, but still, that's not that much. It's like, we need way more turrets than that. We have an unlimited amount of turrets today, so we will make use of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shouldn't buy these in the shop, right? It doesn't make any sense to buy turrets in the shop, waste my money. Yeah, and honestly, I don't need to upgrade these because we heavily benefit. Perfect. Perfect as well. We also good, it's cheap and a unique. We heavily benefit from burning the enemies. In general, like there are a lot of items that interact with that. It also means the enemies take damage over time, so if they walk through here because I have to run away, they will keep taking damage and die over time. However, if we get the turrets cursed, then I can just max them out to the red levels immediately, right? Is it a good deal? I would say that's a good deal. It feels so weird to have no random items after a wave. That we don't have, like, recycle value as well. Like, huh. Odd. I don't know if I agree with the settings here, but it is what it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Armor. I mean, the Panzers. You, welcome. We still don't have a lot of money because I pretty much have no economy, and we need to look for economy now. That is not economy. That is kind of economy. That is, like, the worst thing we could possibly do. I mean, I guess there are worse things than that, like just dying, but yeah, let's not do that. I just realized that item is a really good way to count how many turrets we have, though it will ignore the ones created out of trees once we have the item, right? Unless I would buy the item just to count them, which sounds like a really stupid idea to do. I mean, if we have Giant's Belt, no, that won't work because you still need to kill the leftover HP. Right. More of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luck, very good. More damage to bosses could be nice. Armor is also kind of important, not really, but HP is good. There's the next boss fight. Can we deal with him? I would be surprised if not, but some of these bosses are really finicky. And do you see how long it takes to spawn our turrets already? Yeah. Wait. This means we get another red turret. Okay, careful. Oh my god, your damage. Okay, okay. But we have a red turret. I'm really hungry right now. I don't know why, but Brotato always makes me hungry for potatoes. And you would think this is a joke, right? Like I'm just memeing around, but no, seriously. I mean, I love potatoes either way, and you can make them in so many amazing ways, in different ways. But I'm even just like any type of potato. You know what are my most favorite potatoes? How to make them? I mean, I love Bratkartoffeln, you know, the ones that are cooked in a pan and they are sliced up, mixed in with onions maybe and other things. And they get turned brown and I love them mushy a little bit. But those are amazing. However, my favorite... Whoa. We'll take that. We don't have curse either way, so who cares, right? Let's just buy it right now. But yeah, my favorite ones, like, who needs curse if we can just do it like this? My favorite ones were those on a, was it a Spanish island or something like this? I ate them there. They were small potatoes, like really small ones, barely bigger than your thumb. Okay, a little bit bigger than that, but not much. And they were bathed in salt water. And then you would, I think, let the salt water evaporate. That they get a salt crust, but they have the skin on, okay? You don't remove the skin of the potatoes. And then you let them sit in steam, I think. So the skin gets wrinkly. And they taste so amazing. There are also sauces for that, but honestly, I just love to eat them like that. It's so good. I think the coolest thing about them is just that it's minimal effort, and you can even eat them as a snack. Like, you just put them into a box, take them with you, and then when you want to snack, you just take one potato out. Downside, if you don't have something to drink, you will dry out like crazy. So always have something to drink with you. And make sure you're close to toilets, because if you keep drinking all the time, then, you know, there are so many curse buddies, but we don't care. They actually can't deal with curse well, so that's, like, you know, I don't really want to do that. Nice attack speed, because we buff up our turrets with that. Very good timing, in fact. We can already upgrade you to a red one. Nice. Let's get you. Let's get a little bit at least. So how much do you give? 12%. Yeah, I think the main way how we will do this with the attack speed is we have to wait for a Retromation hoodie. And then I will just build up a bunch of dodge. Okay, the boss just got deleted. I thought he would be a little bit more of a challenge. Not tough, as in he's a danger, a risk to me, but more that he dashes around a lot, so the turrets miss. Or he dashes out of the turrets entirely, but nope, they just all died. So funny enough, this is the amount of turrets I had, I think on wave 25 the last time I tried this. Yeah, we earned pretty much nothing. It hurts to... maybe I should get some on the level ups, because let's be honest, after this amount of turrets, crates, we would definitely have gotten some that would help our economy. Maybe I should just do it. Or that. That's like... or that! Explosions! Or that! Because we don't deal any elemental damage, right? So this... well, let's just take it out of the way. Okay. So now we want to build up crit. Right? To get a huge amount of luck. And it would be better if it's cursed. But we don't have a fish hook, so we can't curse it. And I know we are playing modded, so I could just give myself these things, right? And we would be happy and dandy. But the thing is, I don't want to mod too much. I only want to mod in the main idea that I had. And I don't want to make all of the comfort decisions unless something horribly fails. Like, we don't find the Giant's Belt for like 40 waves or so. And we need it with the crit book to just kill the elites, otherwise we lose. Then that's the thing I could argue about, but generally speaking, I don't like it. I missed a Giga Turret. With the last boss. Wait, didn't I miss 2 Giga Turrets? Because there's no more boss left, right? Yeah, I missed 2 Giga Turrets. So it's another West here. Vijijga, welcome to the club, welcome to the club, welcome to the club. Yes, maybe. I'm actually not sure about. I shouldn't roll. Yeah, we have no money. This is what happens with no economy. Falla Mogulis. Wait. Okay. We are growing the turrets maybe a little bit too fast. But why wait, right? Why wait until wave 50, 100 or so, until we have a huge amount of them? Let's just do it right away. Okay, careful. Like, in my turrets, I'm safe. Outside of my turrets, I'm really not safe. And we need to find the purple crit item. This is why we have to pick up all of the limited and unique purple items. If you pick up a blue unique, it doesn't make purple more likely, because the way it works is the game selects, okay, you're supposed to be blue. What blue items do I have? And then it puts them in. So this wouldn't change. We just got 9 turrets here. Let's go for... and let's actually go for crit for luck. Yeah, that sounds good. Honestly, we can take this later on. I don't need that right now. There are just more important things to find, like you. Not even that good anymore, but it's still fine. Do we need engineering? We have a lot of it. Not right now. You suck. I will just try to guide them through our turrets again and again. But we have to be careful with every single enemy. I got hit right away. But yeah, we have to be careful with all of the enemies, because we just take so much damage right now. Not getting random armor items out of the crates really hurts. But we will get 2 of our super rockets. Hopefully. I say hopefully because the rainbow crates don't heal you. Why do they not heal you? Wait, that's so bad. Huh? Okay. I guess that's one type of penalty that you can have. Just don't get healed by them. Dude, these enemies deal way too much damage. I can't even go out and get the material right now. Mostly because when they are cursed, they deal so much damage. But also this one here, the baller. Yeah, get killed. He didn't drop anything, sadly. They can drop a huge amount of material, but it's just a chance, like with most. Both of them didn't drop anything. Really? That doesn't sound fair. He also didn't drop anything. Why? And I know it looks like they dropped the chest, but they didn't. They just get that far and die. So, 2 of you. We could go for builder turret that does nothing because we have no ranged weapon. That would be the no, that would remove all of my resources. No. Let's not do that. That would be silly. Another unique. You're good. You know what? You give so much. I will take 1 of you. Another unique. A beautiful unique. How safe am I if I just stand in the center? I am really safe, but the only issue is if we do get surrounded by the enemies, I have no way of getting the material anymore. Let's lure them back. The moment we have enough turrets to cover the entire stage, I really wonder what will happen. Because do you see how they all keep their distance since we are playing the engineer? I really want to see if they start stacking on top of each other or not, because right now they don't. We still got 9 crates, by the way. Our luck is currently 78? How is it so low? Yeah, I guess I don't get a lot of crit and luck. I mean, that is a good chunk of it. We'll definitely take you. We'll take you. Let's roll for a tiny bit. This doesn't matter. Honestly, this one also doesn't matter anymore, right? Because we increase it with attack speed. So let's just keep the money that we find good things. And no, the garden also doesn't count. Uh-oh. There's a high chance I'll die here. I need to find more armor in the shop. And I'm looking for it. There's also a chance I don't see it. Because usually, armor is not an item I necessarily look out for. Because I get it on level ups. Yeah, right. Good that I did that. But yeah, how much armor do we have? We have 11 panzers. Panzers. No, it's panzers. That just sounds like panzers. It must be panzers. But yeah, well, I need to get more of that, okay? That's a simple answer to this. We need to get the crit item. So we have to take every single limited and unique purple. Very important. That's a normal crate. Yeah, thank you. That's a unique. Wait, what? How is that possible? I'll go for the engineering. If we one-shot the enemies, then we don't need to attack faster early on. Okay, good. Get the material. Don't have to walk around. A lot of luck. Sure. The rest is not your turret. Nice. I will take the unique turrets, but I don't think I'll buy the basic turrets because we have so many of them. Like, the funniest thing is it takes so long to spawn them. They're still spawning. And then they just move apart. Like, they push each other out of the way. So, the funny thing is, even though we found the Giant's Belt insanely early, we still haven't found the crit book. And if we don't get that, the bosses will wipe their butt with me. I need the crit book. This is so important. How do we do this? One way would be I just take it out of one of these crates, right? Because it's reasonable to assume if we get a bunch of uniques out of the crates, then I don't have to buy them. So it's more likely that we find the items that we want, or we may have even gotten it out of the crates. Now that we don't have the crates anymore, just kind of shows me how much I miss them. How cool it is. It's like a gambling system with only upsides, you know? So it's like, that's nice. Look at the army of turrets here. It just keeps going up by so many. And one thing we also haven't gotten is trees, right? We are missing them. I think I can turn off the mod. So if we want, we could turn it off for just a few rounds. Should we do that? Then we get a normal amount of crates and we have the chance to get something different. The only issue is we then set us behind in how many turrets we get. And right now the turrets would at least kill the enemies for me. I think I will not take a single other turret now if we find one. With the simple reason that I... Welcome to the team. You're more than welcome. But yeah, it makes no sense to not buy them with the supermarket mod, right? Because it was too expensive and I wouldn't get any of the economy items and what we need. And then I just buy them in the shop and lose the money the same way just for one more turret. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. I think we reached a point where we just ran out of time. Oh my god, okay, we completely ran out of time. So this means one thing, I wanted to avoid this, I didn't want to do this, and I think I said this multiple times. But this is way too dangerous. Like, the enemies survive for too long, and we are about to get to the waves where a lot of tanky enemies are, like the walrus and the shield guys that take less damage. Stoskziarzek. Right? So something like that. And the rest will be for the turrets, but now we need to build up a lot of crit. We didn't even get a level up. Oh, that's bad. Well, Pierce is good, right? Why do you have minus 100% damage? There, look at this, minus 100% Obratschen. Why? Why do you Obratschen so little? Well, what? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. Well, let's hope for the best. Now we have the Giant's Belt in, so it should be a lot easier against these normal enemies. And hopefully it's enough to deal with the elites. Okay. So far so good. To be fair, we haven't really seen tanky enemies here. The Walrus and the Shark are the two that are the most frightening to me, as well as these dudes that walk around and shoot. Now let's see if we can deal with them. Okay, there's a Walrus, never mind. Okay, good. It dealt with them. I wonder how much damage the Giant's Belt will have dealt after this wave, whether it mattered or not. Maybe it wasn't needed. No, I think it was definitely needed. Seeing how the last wave went, it was just time. Like, it was time 10 waves ago, but, you know, never got it. We have the Giant's Belt since ages, right? But I think it shows us the last wave. It did 113,000 damage. Okay, that is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal crate. Is this... No, this is minus crit. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, crit, perfect. We need to build us up ASAP. We could go... No. Do I need to curse it? I think I need to curse it. And we don't have... okay, I have to take it like this. It's a 32%, okay? It's not horrible, but it has way less impact. I really don't like buying the Retromation hoodie like that, but we just need the attack speed, like anything we can get right now, because we don't have max crit either way, so I need support. Okay, that was good. That was a decent fight. There was still one of them alive. Oh god. Okay, careful. Man, oh man. Even though we have the crits now, where it should be easy peasy lemon squeezy, it's still so hard. Now imagine this was done without the crit book. We would be dead. Guaranteed. Okay. I mean, so far so good though. If I can build up enough tardigrades, we can also take torture and everything out of the way to get better red ones. Though, is there red? Well, we would want to have the burning that deals current HP damage based, like when they burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, look at how tanky the enemies are. And how our turrets just keep spawning. It's actually slightly annoying how long they take to like spawn everything, you know? Because if there's a strong enemy early on, he will just take me down and we only have a single tardigrade. That is not a lot. We need at least like maybe 5 or 10 that I feel comfortable, because the elites will take ages until they die, right? And I also need to get all of the material. Nice dodge and unique. I need to... Cool. I need to get like the suck in all of the material on the stage, either with Sif's relic or with the other one, the gecko. One. That was it? One crate? Oh, well, that solves my experience gain issue a little bit. Actually, not that much, but a little bit. Careful, Dex, careful, Dex, careful, Dex. The enemies will rush in. You have to get your distance in. We got this. We need bounces. Now, the good thing is, okay, we convert dodge 2 to 1 into attack speed, or 1 to 2, I guess. So we get 2% attack speed out of 1% dodge. Then we halve it into structure attack speed. In other words, it's a 1-to-1 ratio of dodge to structure attack speed, right? Which is, I mean, it's not horrible, right? It's not like 0.5% or so, which would be really bad. The issue is, I can't really deal with the enemies at all. We need to get more crit chance. I need to get way more experience, that I level up a bunch and can get the dodge. Okay, I need to identify which bosses we are fighting. It's the nailhead. I need to focus. You see, the issue of the Giant's Belt is, because it deals damage based on the current HP, at first the enemies lose a ginormous amount of HP and you're like, oh wow, this will be simple. But the lower they get, the less impact the Giant's Belt has, and the only thing that matters then is the rest of the base damage of like your weapons, whatever you're using. In our case, the turrets. That is another 12 turrets. And you're not... Wait. Oh, that's it! Yes, the treasure map works that way. It gives us a random item. Oh, that is good, because now we can maybe get some good stuff. That is perfect. Okay. We need to go for crit. Please don't give me a basic one. That is a little bit better. I'll go for the engineering. You're okay, you're crit, perfect. Mirror, sure. I don't think this worked on turrets. As far as I recall, it doesn't. But if it would, then I wouldn't want to take such a bad one. Oh my god, yes. This is our way out. I have to take a break any moment, which is not great, because then I'm out of my, you know, like gamer mode where you get into when you play. Just because I have to take a call, so it's not really an optional thing. Okay, one boss died, that's good. There was the shroom in the middle. Now just these, and we are fine. Come on, die. I literally get one shot if they hit me. Good that we dodged that, but we still had a tardigrade, so it's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, I think we are keeping up with the enemies, but that we don't spawn the turrets all at once is so bad for me. Oh, agromomiji. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's engineering. Nice. I want to have another curse. It doesn't matter if I get one more, by the way. I know someone will be annoyed that I have like one open slot here all the time. That is actually a lot of healing, so let's take that. Alright, I'm back for my break. There's our little healing turret. Thank you for your service. So we need to focus on dodge as much as possible. Where's my healing turret? It healed me. It just disappeared. Wait, what? The healing turret is gone. It could be... Like, one thing I could see is that the mod only works with certain turrets, and the healing turret just wasn't considered because it's not officially a turret. I mean, it kind of is, but let's be honest, compared to real turrets, it's more like, you know, doesn't really exist. This is dangerous, but that's fine. Nice! We did an unique, and we got 2 of the normal crates, that's insane. But yeah, I think maybe the healing turret doesn't count as a real turret. Or... the mod with the unlimited turrets is not working as it should be, but we'll figure this out over time. We got so many normal items here, what? And there we go. Well, I didn't want to take that, it's fine. It was engineering either way. Okay, good, you're out of the way. Now we have a lot of money, so we can mess around a bit more. That is engineering and armor, good. I have to keep an eye on that if our turrets actually grow or if they disappear and which one disappears. But again, as long as it's only the healing turret, I would be totally fine with that. And look at the mass of turrets. Is that more than 100? That must be more than 100. 100 is the usual limit. So as long as we stay above that, I'm fine if all of the store-bought ones disappear. Like maybe it doesn't work with all of them. You know, that like the ones that I got in the store, like the Tyler will eventually disappear. We see 1 Tyler right now and the healing turret is there. I wonder if... No, we have only 1 Tyler. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the only turret that disappeared so far is the healing turret. So you, bam, bam. Froggy, pick up material. Nah, I take the money. You're not a turret. And if we have a limit event, you know, I'll take that. If we have a limit somewhere, then I definitely do not want to have the mines instead. Let's get rid of that. Thank you. So, we need to look for crit. What is our crit? 53%. That is actually, you know what? Good job, Dex. No. Yes. Okay, we will take the engineering here, because otherwise the rolling gets too expensive. Thank you. Another turret. I should stop buying. That is too much. I have to take that. I'm so close to just picking up bounces. Like, I'm really, really close to doing it. Okay, does anyone see a healing turret here? It is there. Tyler is also there. For the exploding turrets, I can't tell if we have all of them. For the fire turrets, I see 3. I see only 3? Wait, what? We have flame turrets in here, right? Actually, no. Yeah, we have 1. So we should have 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 is missing. 1. No. 2. Yes. 3. Crit. 4. No. 5. Yes. We don't want to have these extra things because it's all about the turrets, right? So I don't really want to take other stuff. Okay, that's way too good. I have to take... Cool. Very early that you decided to show up. This does nothing, by the way. Percent damage doesn't work on turrets. And I would say it's about time that we go for more tardigrades. Just because I have been unlucky to find them. Mostly depending on, like, we didn't get the economy upgrades right. But yeah, without the tardigrades, I will die to these insanely fast dashing elites. Even if we had the damage to deal with them fast, we don't have the damage to burst them early on. Because none of our turrets are there. Wow, we didn't even lose tardigrades. But the fun is not over. You know, these enemies here, even those are dangerous. 2 hits and I'm dead. Okay, this may be a bit too many of them. Nice poor Jack. This may be a bit too many of them, but I'll actually go for 9. 10. And I should have taken a dodge there. I didn't consider that. Wait, what just happened now? Okay. Now this. And 1. Perfect. 2. Useless. Crit. How much crit do we have? Nice. Oh, hey, you actually got cursed. That's kind of useless. I'll take 1 pearl that they appear in the crates that we open. Okay, I will do something risky. I'll take a screenshot, but this means I literally can't do anything. And what I'll do now is I'll make a count. It could be that only certain turrets are removed. As long as the main ones are there, we are good. So all those where you see the red line in them, I've counted them and they amount to 110, but there are still a lot of other ones, which means, yes, some turrets get removed for whatever reason. They probably fall in a specific category that doesn't stay, but all of the rest stays. Now, the issue is, we have 170 turrets, right? And that's clearly not 170. So some seem to despawn, but the rest seems to stay. And there we go, the next boss wave. I have to run away. I had to wait to see where they come from. And now, please, with the amount of tardigrades that I have, so far I would have lost 1 tardigrade, which is the amount that we had. If we... Okay, it went down to 8. I would have just died now. Ooh, okay. I think we got this, though. Is the ball growing? Honestly, one thing I want to do is right now, I just want to use the shop mod, give myself 100 turrets and see if we have more turrets. But it must be more turrets. There it is, 6%. We are up to 79% now, that's nice. More damage to full HP enemies could be perfect. Finally, man, that took so long to get that. Another coupon, beautiful. Well, you disappear either way, so I guess buying in the shop is just not worth it. It got bigger, right? Even if it's just a little bit, it got bigger. Not a single healing turret was found, though. You know, the confusing part is that, like, partially it works, but partially it doesn't. And usually either something works or it doesn't work. And that is, like, the part that I don't understand. I mean, we have the healing turret down there. Whoa. Wait, that's way more than before. That is not just a small increase I just made. Look at this ball of turrets. Like, soon my entire screen is filled up. What? Now they disappear. There. A huge amount of turrets just disappeared. I saw that. I don't understand the logic here. I just don't get it. I almost feel like, and I could be wrong with this, but I almost feel like destroying trees and getting turrets out of that messes this up. Where is it? There. Let's get rid of that. It was a cursed one, so this really hurts if it wasn't the reason. Yeah, sure. But I need to do something, right? We want to keep as many turrets as possible. I don't exactly know how we want to track this, but I guess one way is we just count the healing turrets if all of them are there. Oh my god, imagine I wouldn't have the tardigrades here. Okay. Oh my god, I'm down to 5 tardigrades. Dude, I need the bounces. How's it looking? We have 2 healing turrets. Hold on. Hold on. How many fire turrets do we have? We should have 2. 1, 2. Or did I get more of them over time? No, we only have 2. Perfect. All of these are also there. I mean, and there are no gaps. Remember how there were always gaps? Yeah, so it's just a tree item. That's kind of a gap. Not really, actually. That's a normal gap. Wait a second. Did one disappear down here? Just now? One up here? I don't know it. I'm about to lose my mind. Yes! Okay, good. That's no, that's not even that good, but it's nice. But I'm about to lose my mind. And you don't want to see me lose my mind. If I lose my mind, that's perfect. You know what? Let's all of these, I guess. I want bounces. And I don't care about any... Can I just stand still? Because this would be the easiest way to identify that some of these got lost. And yes, I went for 5 more tardigrades. Did any of them disappear? Okay, let's go here. We see all of the turrets. If one of them disappears... Oh, I need the money. Yeah, right, alright. Money. Perfect. Let's go. It could honestly also just be that the character is messing with this. Because he tries to spawn them close to each other and then that just doesn't work and they disappear. I told you I'm losing my patience. 1, 2, sure. 3, sure. 5, sure. Wait, I can't even count. That's pathetic, actually. How did I mess it up? It doesn't matter, okay? Tyler, welcome to the team. We now have a gajillion bounces. Let's see how the bosses like it. Oh yes, that's what I want to see. That is what I want to see. And each of the bounces that happen trigger the giant spell again. The only thing that we need now is we need to have more base damage. Any turrets disappearing? Where's the other healing turret? I'll pay close attention to it without moving. If one of the turrets gets removed, like the healing turret up there. I swear, like, I just saw a turret disappear over here. So I think this is still a good showcase why the game just has a limit on turrets, that you can't go with too many of them because they're just insane. Like, especially once you have the knockback in, nothing gets in there anymore and everything dies over time. But I'm not satisfied. Okay, I want to see if we can actually have a ginormous amount of turrets around us, and I'm not happy with the amount we have there. We will get a tiny coupon here. Now we don't pay anything anymore. You let me buy something 100 times, and then a tip pops up. Hey, repeated purchase, please press and hold the purchase button for 30 seconds. Wait, down here? You know, I'm just saying, you could have told me that like 100 clicks ago. Amazing? Hello? Where, huh? Oh, I... What? No! Okay, I think it's working now again. The lesson that I learned is do not click around while something is happening. The purchase is finally done and we have 2,968 Vijijga. I'm scared about this. Brony. I never know this is called Brony. Hello? Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, some turrets are dying. Now the weird thing is, some are dying, but not as fast as they spawn, right? Let's see what this looks like at a 60. That's actually a lot of turrets dying. No. Is that too many? That is more than 100. Right? Like, we see how fast they spawn, and they don't disappear in the same speed. I just needed this to settle my mind whether the mod has actually worked or not, because I also don't want to make a pure clickbait thumbnail, right, or title. I didn't know that it doesn't work flawlessly, but I think what we can see with this is it does work, just not as well as we would hope for. So I think one thing is certain, we definitely know why there's a limit to turrets, but sadly, we couldn't just fill up the entire map with them. I hope you guys still enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.